How many betrayals we talked about with Jay? This ain't the first one, but this the first one we talking about because the only one affected us. So for me, I'm like, big deal. Everybody over. Jermaine Dupri stupid for listening to him. That's what I think. We all know Jay. So once he does what he did, how he did Roc-A-Fella, why do you think he do anything else? That's Jay. Those principles don't mean anything. Jay runs with the bag, period. That's it. All that cool. So you, that man, that's on you. I'm not going to be a wet wounded duck. Oh, this nigga, played Roc-A-Fella.
And I don't remember if he was rolling, if he was praying.
Nah.
I don't remember what Bleek did.
I know exactly what it was, man.
What was it?
I f***ed with Dame. He was my guy. And it hurt me to see you just didn't see what was going on. And I was trying.
Get ready, everyone, because the hip-hop world is ablaze with intense drama. Memphis Bleek has just stirred the pot, throwing some serious shade at Damon Dash, accusing him of betraying their longtime friend and rap mogul, Jay-Z. In a fiery rant, Bleek didn't mince words, exposing all the dirty laundry and revealing what really went down behind the scenes. According to Bleek, Damon Dash's actions were a huge betrayal, leaving a deep wound not only for Jay-Z, but also for the entire Roc-A-Fella family.
Cause that line put a stamp on my career. I guess in his mind was like a secure, like just a shout out. But people take it, literally and serious. Like I'm just chilling somewhere, I'm not working. As you see, I'm here.
This Bleek, you still pimp hoes. Do you still pimping hoes, man?
I ain't pimping no more, man. I wish. Hoes could come bring me some money if they want. I'm still pimp bag.
Okay. Say, hey, you ain't in the field, but nah, you would accept that money.
Yeah, I take it.
Word, and you
hand it off. I'm taking it. I point you in the right direction.
That's all they missing is some little
guidance.
All right, so automatically. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. But man, Tennessee ain't that far from.
That's what's up. Shout out,
I'm a big fan of Memphis.
Yeah.
Memphis
with the music.
Oh, you from Memphis, though?
Nah, I'm not from Memphis. That's how I got the name, though. We did a show in Memphis. When Jay dropped the song Ain't No Nigga, we was on a little road trip. We was in Memphis. Now, this girl was in the club, and she literally walked right up to us and was like, I want to welcome y'all to Make It Easy Money, Pimpin' Hoes in Style, Tennessee. Me, 16 years old, what? That's me. So right from there, Memphis Bleek.
Right, hold on.
Just like that.
Do you remember this lady?
Just like that. I don't remember the girl, the female. It was many, many moons ago.
Okay.
That's how once she broke the acronym down, and I'm like, that's what Memphis, Tennessee stand for? She like, yeah. Like, okay. Man, that's me now. I'm Memphis Bleek, baby.
Hey, you know what I got hot on Memphis Bleek?
Which one, Joe?
Because you had my dog.
Shout out Tip. Shout out my man Trick Daddy.
Yo, that's what I was like. Yo, Tip made it. Tip made it. And when he was on,
like, I became a Tip fan once he dropped 24s. I'm there. I'm like, man, Shorty put it down. I got to do something with Shorty. He represent the same code I represent, so it's only a must we get on the record. Then Trick, of course, he the OG from Miami. And they brung
man, say them niggas' names, man. They want to be.
Nah, man, street niggas don't want to be famous.
Okay, got you. That's right.
Only the people on Twitter want to be famous.
I got you. You ain't never lied. I tried. That's why I had to get off. How did you choose? Trick Daddy to get on it? Why did you put him on that song?
Because at the time, and plus Trick my dude, we good friends, and like I said, we got mutual friends in the street. And he was running Miami at the time. He was the man. Like when you think of the South, it's Atlanta, then it was Miami, like it is today.
What you into though, man? What's something crazy about Memphis Bleek people be like surprised to know about, like a hobby or something? What you be doing, man, in your off time?
Man, my off time, I'm Call of Duty in it out, man. I'm shooting niggas to death, man. I can't kill you in real life, so I kill you fuckers on the internet.
Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Get some, baby!
If you could kill any one of these rappers, which one would you kill?
I ain't got no beef for nobody to kill nobody. I don't wish death on nobody. I'm not that type of dude, man. I want everybody to get money, success, and leave my fucking name out their mouth. That's just it.
When I say Brownsville, what does that mean to you, dog?
That's my home birthplace, man. Rockaway Projects, Marcus Garvey, Tilden, Supton Boulevard. You already know, man. That's where I was born at, man.
Mike Tyson.
Yeah. But it mean more than that. My grandmoms, grandpops, my G cousin.
Man, you don't fuck with Mike Tyson, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, but I don't know Tyson. I know the D-Seps. I was born there.
We hear a lot of names on, a lot of the Roc-A-Fella projects. When I say Emory Jones, what does that mean? Because a lot of people don't know who that is, like in the regular world. Who is Emory Jones?
When you say Emory Jones to me, that means like what OG really stands for. Original gangster, stand-up G, real person, keep it 1,000. Like a lot of people use these terms and just say it. But when you talk Emory Jones, that's definition of it to me. Like, he's the realest guy I've ever met in my life. Like, people make movies about gangsters, and at the end, you all be like, you ever make a movie about Emory, we all gonna love it. So I just leave it at that, man.
Okay.
You know, a lot of people don't want to be famous in our circle. They just connected to it. You know what I mean? So you can't get around it. Jay the biggest sunlight that you're gonna see. So once you stand next to him, you hot.
Another name we hear all the time inside the rock world. You know what we heard a few times. D Haven. Who is D Haven?
Y'all trying to get the answers out of Greasy, huh?
Trying to get them.
Y'all trying to get Greasy on them. D Haven is from my projects. We all from the same building. Me, him, Jay, everybody. We all from the same building. His sister was my godmother. Rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? And him and Jay, you know, they had their hustle ties and things went sour. Like, you ask me, you want to know the real deal? All you got to do is listen to. It was all good just a week ago. Oh. What's the joy with him and R. Kelly where you know your true friends when you both got money?
Be alike, be alike. We don't vibe no more because we don't see it like.
And then read D Haven book. I ain't gonna hear from me. I can't give it up, baby. Y'all try to get me killed, huh?
God, is that shit right? Okay. Man, what's up with Dame, man?
Dame cool. I seen Dame in London about a couple years ago. But, you know, like I said, Dame held me down in this game. He got me out of bad contracts, got me in good contracts. So I could never diss Dame. Dame taught me a lot, showed me a lot. And things just went sour, man. Like, would I wish I could reverse it? Yeah, but we in the present. Yeah, man, I can't do nothing about it, baby.
Now, you made your first film debut in Paper Soldier.
I hated that movie.
Why?
Because I ain't want to do it. I ducked Dame for like a year. Jay made me do that movie. Then him and Dame calling me in the office like, yo, you gotta do it. I'm like, nah, I ain't no comedy nigga.
What? Said my life is real.
Yeah, I ain't want to do it. So they forced me to do that.
Now being that, you know, there was a coach, that was like a hood classic right there. Now you see Kevin Hart is on top. When you met the dude back in the day, did you ever think that he'd be this big?
I couldn't measure where he would be, but I knew he would be big, man. Because that boy was funny, man. Just off the intro, just meeting him to be funny in person. Because a lot of dudes is funny.
A longtime ally of Jay-Z spoke candidly, accusing Dame Dash of prioritizing his ambitions and ego over their brotherhood. The ally suggested that Dash's actions were not just business decisions, but were deeply personal, inflicting wounds that have left a lasting mark on one of hip-hop's most legendary friendships, according to reports from Bleek. The implications are that these choices went far beyond the professional realm, permanently scarring the relationship and creating rifts that may never heal.
That Dame alluded to the fact, like, well, you didn't really do a good show because you did whole records. I'm an artist, so I totally understood. And then y'all had an argument.
You already know.
This was the illest argument. Yo, everybody on the plane acted sleep, by the way, right?
It was everybody, too.
It was mad niggas on the plane.
Everybody was on the plane.
We playing spades.
You was snoring?
We smoking weed. The pilot wanted to kick us off. We smoking.
Because I'm going to keep it 100. This is the first time I was on a private plane. Where at first the pilot was like, we cool. Y'all can smoke till you get to such and such. Like, that's the first time. So I'm up rolling. Everybody else. And Dame said something else to Bleek. And Bleek just stood there. And I don't remember if he was rolling, if he was praying.
Nah.
I don't remember what Bleek did.
I know exactly what it was, man.
What
because
was it?
I fucked with Dame. He was my guy. And it hurt me to see you just didn't see what was going on. And I was trying to tell him.
And what do you mean by that?
Like, you know how when you try to, it's like I learned something, right? Put it like this. When a nigga fuck with a bitch, right? And he love her. Now you see Shorty fucking with the homie, she wildin'. And you tell him. Now he blame you. It's your fault they broke up.
And did he get the herpy lip?
Yeah.
It's fucked up
like,
for him.
He don't even know. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You told him.
That was the same situation. Like, just without the bitch.
So you was gonna tell him
that, my nigga, you moving too fast.
You
like,
wildin'.
Because I'm talking to the big homie. I'm hearing through the pipeline. You know, the streets talk. And I knew, I seen this day coming, my nigga. I told all of them, I had a conversation with each and every person.
Now, when you say that, who like?
I'm talking about Beans, Petey, the Gunners, Freeway, and Dame. And then that conversation was on the plane. But I had a one-on-one with everybody and told niggas, man, I see this day coming.
He was trying to keep it together.
Yes.
No, he was like, that's why niggas don't fuck with you, James. Yo, for me,
that's what you heard? That's what he said?
I got more.
I had to tell him because like he was coming at me. And it's like, my nigga, I'm with you. I remember you supposed to be on this plane.
That's exactly what
my
Bleek
nigga,
said.
I'm not supposed to be on this plane. I fuck with Hov and them. I could be home on their plane, chilling. I came because I fuck with you. But then he trying to come at me, and it's like, my nigga, when it's over, niggas ain't gonna fuck with you. Niggas don't fuck with you now. And man, come on, my G.
So you saw that.
He saw it coming.
You saw that where Dame is at right now. You saw that like then?
Not. I don't want to say right now. Like I saw that. Like yo, niggas gonna be in this situation.
Right.
Cause he going through a lot of personal. But what I mean, like with the industry doors closed and the bridges burnt, I saw that. Because you talking to major power players. Remember, we was around.
He flipped on Randy Acker. Randy Acker's here somewhere.
Shout out Randy Acker.
Shout out Randy Acker.
I mean?
He's my man. Let's make some noise for Randy Acker. You already know. Gotta keep Jewish people around.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, look at all the power players that was around. Leo, Kevin Lyles, Steve Stout. Like, everybody, them people are the people that's making it happen. Steve Bartleson, like, they pushing them buttons. You know what I mean? Like,
In the world of rap, betrayal among close friends is seen as an unforgivable offense. Memphis Bleek, an old-school OG known for never compromising his principles for money or fame, has now revealed the deep-seated tension between Jay-Z and Dame Dash. For years, behind-the-scenes drama brewed as Dash allegedly made moves that caught Jay-Z off guard, threatening the very foundation of Roc-A-Fella Records. From shady deals to backdoor negotiations, Bleek is now bringing to light the full extent of the betrayal that unfolded.
Every single label, and they all said no. I wouldn't have been so generous with Jay. It was more friendship for me and money for him. But he did things that I thought he would never do. So now I would be like, oh, he would do that, and I would make sure it didn't happen.
How do you feel towards Jay-Z now?
I don't feel nothing. The difference between Jay and Kanye, and I say it, Jay is about the money, period. I did partnerships with my artists, with the artists I work with in the businesses that I do now, just because I want people to maintain their manhood. Like, I don't ever say you sign to me. I don't like the way that sounds. So, even the verbiage and the whole thing, just your masters, you know what I'm saying? All of those things are like trigger words, that unconsciously control us. Can we smoke in?
If you want it.
Yes.
Is there, I don't know if there's, is that a fire alarm?
I didn't know. You're not even from here, man.
I have no idea.
Don't even get out of here. That's just, you just we're not in a hotel, okay?
Is it gonna go off? Because
you think it'll go off?
I have no idea what that is.
Should be fine.
It is what it is.
It is what it is,
I really want to understand why Roc-A-Fella won, and
it's because it was real.
Because it was real.
It was real, and I wasn't having it. No one wanted to sign. Think about how this is the record industry. I took Jay-Z and shopped him to every single label, and they all said no. I had to do it myself.
Why did they say no?
Either he was too old, he rapped too fast, they just didn't have it. So we were like, we'll do it ourselves. So that's the thing. Remember when I said before, people been telling me I'm not a superhero, and I know I am, right? So if someone told you that you couldn't sell companies and do the things that you did, because to them, it's superhero shit. It's a dream that they can't come true for them. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Like, you've done things that people want to do. Mm-hmm. And I guarantee you, if you came with that idea to certain people, they'd say, give you 30 reasons why you can't do it. The reason why Roc-A-Fella was good, the reason why I did what I had to do, was because I knew how to have a clear dream without anyone obstructing it. I knew how to visualize winning. So if somebody told me, you can't do that because of this, get out my dream. Because that's not the last thought I'm going to have with my dream, because my mind is powerful. And whatever I see in my mind, I can make happen.
That whole stint of your career, the Roc-A-Fella chapter, do you have any regrets surrounding that when you look back and think, I wish I'd done that differently? I wish someone had told me this thing.
That's Roc-A-Fella. That shit is art. Why would I want to mess with that? Look how it's impacted the world. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, there'll be certain things that just because I know better, I do different. But who cares, man? I was like a kid.
What are those things? If you were giving me advice,
I wouldn't have been so generous with Jay. It was more friendship for me and money for him. And I always felt that, but I ignored it a little.
You regret ignoring that?
I don't regret it. I wouldn't have, the things that I wouldn't have let certain things happen because I didn't think they could happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, he would never do that. But he did things that I thought he would never do. So now I would be like, oh, he would do that. And I would make sure it didn't happen. So Roc-A-Fella would probably still exist right now.
I made those mistakes too.
It is what it is. Actually, the life that I got after Roc-A-Fella was it's been so fulfilling and I've had so much fun. You know, I just opened up art galleries all over the world and made music with cool people. And I just been doing cool shit for the last 10 years.
I was compelled by what you said earlier when you said Roc-A-Fella would still exist.
Yeah. Okay, you tell me what was the end of Roc-A-Fella and why it happened.
From what I understand, and again, this is just what I've read, there was a dinner that took place between you and Jay, where Jay wanted to sell Roc-A-Fella to Def Jam.
No, that's not right.
Okay, well, there you go.
We met at dinner because I had heard from L.A. Reid that Jay was like, I'll take the job of president, but Damon and Biggs can't be down with Roc-A-Fella. And L.A. Reid was like, yo, and I thought John McNeely had said this shit. I was like, Jay could have never said that. And we went and he did me like public place, the whole shit, and told me this shit. And I was just like, you fucking serious?
Jay told you that?
He said, yeah, I want to be looked at as a businessman. And as long as you're around, I can't be looked at as a businessman. But I was like, what's that got to do with Roc-A-Fella? So he was like, yo, y'all can have Roc-A-Fella, but just give me my reasonable doubt masters back. I said, let me think about it. And I went and did a screening of The Woodsman. And I was like, yo, come with me to the screening so he could walk the carpet. He's like, nah, you're all dressed up. And I was like, this nigga never helps. But my point is, regardless of what, Roc-A-Fella still existed. It's just I didn't run it. So why isn't there still a Roc-A-Fella?
Roc-A-Fella was sold, right?
It was sold, but they gave Jay to run Roc-A-Fella. So Kanye was still there. Everybody was still there. Why is there no more Roc-A-Fella?
You tell me.
Well, usually when a rapper runs...
To truly appreciate the impact of this interview, we need to go back to 1995 when Jay-Z, Dame Dash, and Kareem Biggs Burke laid the foundation for Roc-A-Fella Records. What began as a modest indie label quickly evolved into a powerhouse in the music industry. Jay-Z, the standout artist of the group, spearheaded their success with the trio producing hit after hit and bringing some of hip-hop's biggest talents into their fold. Roc-A-Fella Records was more than just a music label, it was a cultural movement. Jay-Z and Dame Dash were the dynamic duo at the heart of it all, often seen together, exuding confidence, and tirelessly promoting their brand. Their partnership symbolized the swagger and success that became synonymous with the Roc-A-Fella name.
I didn't want to run Roc-A-Fella no more. I was done with that. At that time, I was already at Rockware. My office was not, I wasn't fucking with music no more.
And Rockware was making a lot of money, right?
Yeah, but it was just more, I was just inspired. I was just sick of being in that building and dealing with dumb shit. I was done with the music business. I wanted to do fashion. I was done with it. So I looked at it as an out. Like, out of obligation, I would have still ran Roc-A-Fella because I gave my commitment. But because they was acting silly, I was like, yo, take it. I want to go anyway. You know what I'm saying? But, you know.
How do you feel towards Jay-Z now?
I don't feel nothing.
No bad feelings, no good feelings?
No feelings. I deal with feelings and they would probably not be so complimentary.
He's obviously achieved tremendous success in all he's done in multi-industries and all that kind of thing. What is it about him that you think has put him in that position? His characteristics?
I don't want to talk about you.
You don't want to talk about him?
Not really. Like, I know what Roc-A-Fella was and how we did business. So it's hard to, I don't even try to figure that shit out. Period.
You have a really unique perspective in the sense that you yourself, Kanye, Jay, you got to see the characteristics that made them go on their journeys, and that's really what I was trying to get at. Is like, what are those?
The difference between Jay and Kanye, and I say it, Jay is about the money, period, and Kanye is about the art and the money. But it's the art, you know what I mean? Like Kanye is a real artist. that Kanye is in different dimensions. Like, you know, he really focuses on that fashion. I never saw Jay do that, ever. Nothing near that.
If you love the Diary of a CEO brand and you watch this channel, please do me a huge favor. Become part of the 15% of the viewers on this channel that have hit the subscribe button. It helps.
Would you be responsible for being? And he said no.
Yeah.
That's the truth?
Absolutely.
So, what mind state does that put you in? Does that put you, because there's two things that I'm thinking you could think. Damn, let's do this foul. Or now, as an older person, you can probably say, you know what, I was out of control. Maybe I gotta take accountability. But at that time, I'm sure you wasn't thinking like that. What was going through your mind?
At that time, it was, all right, put it like this. Roc-A-Fella Records was the only thing that I've ever been a part of that I thought was honest.
Still.
Like, niggas really fucked with me for what it was. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm from South Philly, so, you know what I mean? Niggas smile, shake your hand, you know what I mean? Pray next to you, turn around, blow your head off. Like,
just smile, take your hand, pray next to you, and pray.
Yeah, so all that, bitch, that's where I come from.
Yeah.
Kill you, watch your body. You know what I mean? Kill your son and fornicate with your daughter. Yeah, that's where I come from. That's the world that I lived in. So me being with Roc-A-Fella, the loud familiar, I held on to that. It's like I got something, and you know what I mean? And it's like, these niggas got me. And they don't want shit from me, they just want me to do this. It's music. They got me. And that's all I ask, you got me. That's where I came from. I never looked at me as a career. I never looked at the business. It was La Familia, La Familia, La Familia. We a family. All you had to do, you got me. So at that time, when, you know, I'm going to court, and we about to be on tour. We on tour. So, yeah, we on a whole nother tour. So, you know, I'm going for my bail hearing in the feds. And the judge asked Jay, you know, everybody's saying all these good things and all that. You know what I mean? The character witnesses, Dame, and, you know, everybody's saying, even Jay said a whole lot of good things about me, and the judge was going to let me go. Monitor. And she said, you know, would you be willing? And that's the part that people don't have. Would you be willing to be responsible for his whereabouts? Not be responsible for my actions. Just his whereabouts. Would you be willing to do that? Provide us with all the information, you know, saying that he's going to be here, there. And after all that good shit, he said no. But it was like the way he said it. And he put his head down, he was like, no, I never did fresh like that ever in my life. Cause I'm like, damn, it's my man, like and I looked at it like, all right, no. Damn, what if I had to get the fuck out of there? I'm in jail, I'm stood tall, all my shit. But what if I really needed to go? This was going in my mind. Like,
get out of jail, you think?
Like, yeah, like, bro, I had attempted murder in the state and the federal gun charge and all this shit. So 40 years, it's over. Yeah, this is on face for 40 years.
Right.
What if and my mom thinking like, damn, what if I really need to roll? We gonna run and go. Like, I'm from like, this is my man and I love him. If he skipped that, you think, no, I'm getting my man, I'm getting him out by any means necessary. So for me to look him in his eyes and I'm sick, I'm shocked. Brown the wrist, ankles and everything, and then was like, oh. Like, that I don't like, that was just that fucked me up. It took everything and not to like let me go, like that was
Ash, Jay-Z feud. You know, that's been out for a long time. I know you spoke on it before, but where did this come from? And what is the status of it?
Well, if you see people like me and Dame, we'd be together every day. Because our drive was for Roc-A-Fella. You know what I'm saying? So we didn't have anything else to do. So we'd be together every day. Every day, our waking day, we was worried about doing something else to make Roc-A-Fella grow. In the beginning, we'd jump in the van, we'd go to Maryland, we'd go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? And now we got our focus is everywhere. Different things. There's Rock-A-Wear, there's state property, there's Armadale, there's so many different things, as well as things that we always want to do on our own, which is, when people see that, it's drifting apart, we always been polar opposites, you know what I'm saying? But when people see us drifting apart or doing different things like that, it leads to like talking, and then that just grows and it grows. And, but I mean, I'm the kid's, I'm his son's godfather. You know what I'm saying? That's my brother. Me and him, we worked to this thing happen, and we both realized our dreams together. So we gonna always have that bond. So it's not a beef. It's just that it's just growing. You know what I'm saying? That sometimes growing means growing apart, not in a bad way. Like I liken it to like a LA, like I said, baby face situation. We all got things that we want to do, and we want to do separately. You know what I'm saying? Which is cool. Like I'm happy for him. You know what I mean? As well as, he's happy for me. It's just that it's just part of life. It's part of growing up.
Has he made decisions that you disagree with and vice versa?
Absolutely.
Like
that's just part of being in the business.
Which business decisions did he make that you wasn't?
See, and then we going back to violating that trust. I wouldn't do that. But,
okay.
But absolutely.
I thought it was all eyes on Jay-Z. My bad.
No,
You want the whole fucking thing to hear it? Keep the door open. I don't give a fuck. Y'all should have called Damon Dash, made sure I was privy to it, and made sure I was CC'd or whatever. You don't send an email randomly at 10:30 at night, whatever it is at night, the day we all out awake. That shit don't fly right. That shit is fucked up. And on another level, it's not for y'all, but y'all do not control any of my artists. That's why I'm asking questions. Everybody looking dumb in the face. So what was we doing? What was we talking about in terms of Jay? Let me know.
Why don't you just call the meeting?
Why?
Because you know what it's like.
Why?
Do you even know it?
Why? Who cares? Why? We all here. Why now you want to call a meeting?
Because no one needs to sit here.
No one is, so then get the fuck out. I don't give a fuck. Then get out. This is not about you. We're going to do something about Jay. We're going to do it together. All right then, but why you didn't call me? You want to make excuses, you can talk all you want. This is treacherous. I'm telling you. I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of this shit. And go get Leo. You always leave when y'all ain't got shit to fucking say. Say he just got sued for this bullshit, the same kind of shit. Y'all better stop fucking with me. Y'all gonna get your man in some trouble, I'm telling you. So if y'all want to talk about Jay, if there was an agenda, let's go through it.
No, we didn't reschedule, man.
What the fuck you mean y'all gonna reschedule?
We'll reschedule, man.
What you mean you're gonna reschedule? You get the fuck out. Come on. Look, y'all heard now that Roc-A-Fella said no one to go. You're not a leader. You don't know shit about my culture. Get the fuck out. You don't know shit about Jay. Get the fuck out, Randy Acker. That's why all artists kick your fucking ass anyway.
Excuse me?
That's why you stay getting punched in your face by other artists, not by Dame Dash, but other people, because you don't respect my culture. That's why. That's why you've been smacked. Not by me, by other people. Get out of here. Beat it. No one needs you. Get out. Clear a sample or something. Call security. How y'all calling meetings without me, B? That's what I need to know. They come on, man. That's what I need to know. You get your staff.
Over the years, Jay-Z and Dame Dash have exchanged jabs in the media, yet neither has fully disclosed the reasons behind their split. While Jay-Z ascended to new heights, solidifying his status as both a music icon and a business mogul, Dame Dash found himself navigating a much rougher path. He faced a series of financial difficulties and legal challenges, struggling to regain the success he once enjoyed during their Roc-A-Fella Records days. Despite their shared history, the two former partners have taken vastly different trajectories, with Jay-Z's star continuing to rise, while Dame Dash has battled to reclaim his former glory.
from How High, the System Pimp, and also me. Y'all know the host with the most, Mr. Reggie Curl, and my motherfucking friends. Come on, man. We gonna be at Sully's Comedy Cellar. That's 9306. Yeah, I mean, Hartford motherfucking Road. Showtime starts at 8 p.m. Show.
That Bleek interview that on Dream Champs, and we gonna discuss that briefly right now, and then we gonna go into like a lot more details later and shit, because I gotta keep going to where I'm go. But shout out to Jazzo, man. You did a great interview on Mad Hoffa, man. That was dope. I think you got your point across with how things went down with you and this guy, with you and Jay. And my the way I see the breakdown of that interview is that, you know, a lot of people in my box talking about, yo, everybody's scared to talk about this dude, talk about this dude, talk about this dude. And you did it on a gentleman level. You see what I'm saying? Like, you said what you said on a gentleman level, and the nigga can respect that. To where, you know, it seemed to be with everybody that seems to have get on an interview and gotta talk about them. It's almost like they can't really say what it is, what was the problem, or he was wrong. And that's what bothers me most, that a nigga can't say that he was wrong. So basically what you get from Jazzo is what you get from most of the people that Jay had an effect on. And it all boils down to, you love him. You love the nigga. You love him. You love him. That's your folks. That's your, you know, you feel like that's your family. That's who your day one was. You love him. You got love for him. You got love for him. Trust me, I know what that feel like. You even got love on him. Yeah. So it's not, but you also can say, yo, you know what I'm saying? I love this nigga and shit. I fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes he do some fucked up shit, you know what I'm saying, that I don't agree with. You know what I'm saying? And that's just plain and simple. Whether I'm a friend to where I can tell him that and it don't be no emotional feelings and shit, you know what I'm saying? Or I know what type of nigga he is. And you notice in mad interviews that when people talk about him, they say the word, they use sensitive, you know how, he's kind of sensitive. No, nigga, I'm from Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. We don't use that. We say, nigga acting like a bitch. That's what we say. All that toned down for Hollywood or certain platforms, sensitive, we never use that. You know what I'm saying? And a nigga would check you on that. Be in your face. Yo, nah, you acting like a bitch. Period. And that's all right. It could be your man and you can still have love for him. But if you can't say that and a nigga feels some type of way, then that ain't your people. You feel me? And that's what I respect about that interview with Jazz. I ain't gonna front, you know what I'm saying? You did it you did it the way Jazzo way. You know what I'm saying? Because he's always been humble and he's never been portrayed, never tried to portray himself to be something he's not. You know what I'm saying? And I respect that. And that's not the first time Jazzo really mentioned my name when it came to Jay anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's just that it's the first time someone said it on a platform and someone with stature to co-sign and stamp what it really is. You know what I'm saying? And what's funny is when they asked him about who taught Jay how to hustle, whatever and shit, he said that. You know what I'm saying? The thing that comes up is fuck D. Haven for caving, made man supposed to make statements. Now, I don't know if that's some hating shit or that's just what he know. You feel me? Because he could have mentioned, oh, D. Haven introduced me to the game. He should have took the quote of that from the Black album, but he did. But that go to show what they actually was talking about when a person say something about you and shit, a person on a certain level, and they run off with that, say something about you, and people only going to remember that. That's what people remember me as. Fuck behaving for caving. Not behaving is the two speaks of the game. You feel me? So that's why my fight out here, like, nah, nigga, I ain't that nigga you talking about. You know what I'm saying? So that's just the correction. It could be on some hate and shit, or it could be just something that that's the only thing he know that Jay mentioned when it comes to me on record, when it's so much other music that I've been mentioned on anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I found that ironic, you know what I mean, about that. But it was a great interview, man. I had to touch on it and tell Jazz, give Jazzo his flowers, man, and that's just what it is. And I loved it, man, because he let him know, he kind of let us know that he didn't want to participate in shit that wasn't official. Plain and simple. That's just it, bro. That's all you could get from that interview. Was like, yo, I'm a day one nigga with him that been around him a day one, right? And been around him from day one. And what I contributed and what I gave him is priceless. And if Jay don't feel that way and not gonna treat him that way, he don't need to be around. And that's in all due respect. And that's in all due respect. So like I said, man, you know what I'm saying? Shout out and definitely giving Jazzo his flowers, and that's what it is. And I see y'all banging Mad Hoffa's comment section down about me being on here. I don't know now. Since that's out there, I can't see why I ain't in that lineup, that next lineup. We might as well get it out, get it all out. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. So keep banging his comments down, man. Let's see, man. You know what I'm saying? Niggas might be thinking about wanting to fuck with me. If not, it's cool. We see what it is. And that's what I mean about me telling my story. Me telling my story was so important because look, he just having Jazz co-sign that and shit, that goes aligned with my story. You feel what I'm saying? That goes aligned with what I'm writing and what I'm filming. And so that makes it all authentic. But when people try to change that shit, that's when I'm gonna be standing up, put my foot on your neck about that. And the next thing I wanted to talk about was the Drink Champs with Bleek. I never really discussed anything with Bleek because he's not relevant. Like, he's not really relevant to my story. The only relevancy is that he's not relevant to my story. Not meaning that he's a nobody, but it's like, how to put it? Let me start it off with this first, right? I watch Drink Champs. I don't take Drink Champs serious anyway, because I don't, their lineup don't be having, people that have any kind of intellect that I could get something from, or so they drinking and they smoking, because I can't take none of them serious. Most of the time, the people that go on there. So with Bleek on there and listening to how Bleek presenting himself, right? From presenting himself, and he's been a day one, right? A day one around Jay. Not a people got the whole misconstrued about what day ones is. Some people day ones is, nigga, since I started this business, you've been around me from the start. That's a day one. Since I did this is a day one. Niggas get a lot of shit confused what day one is, right? So when I tell you that Bleek is a day one, baby Pamp has been around Jay. We watched Bleek grow from a baby, like before a baby. And Pamp is running around the hallway, everything, right? That's my sister's, Bleek's mother is my sister's best friend. Rest in peace, my sister Fleet is my sister's best friend. So we in the same building.
In the years that followed, Jay-Z and Dame Dash exchanged subtle jabs through the media, but neither fully disclosed the details of their falling out. While Jay-Z's star continued to ascend, solidifying his status as a music legend and a business mogul, Dame Dash faced a different fate. He grappled with a series of financial and legal troubles, making it challenging to reclaim the level of success he had once enjoyed during the height of Roc-A-Fella Records.
Bleek to be a day one. a day one, a real day one, to a point where Jay put on record, Bleek don't have to do another record or do anything, right? Bleek don't have to do anything. Bleek set off for life. Now, we all know that Jay used words and you gotta use crafty and what it means and whatever, but when you tell someone that and you speak it to the world, like, is that just some shit you saying? Just like that La Familia family shit when everybody is fucked up because they really thought it was a family and it's not a family. It's just some selfish solo shit really going on. So when Bleek say shit like, I had to call someone, you know what I'm saying, to 4 or 5 different peoples to get this, to get whatever he needs, whatever, that is something different. Like, that's something different. And I had this discussion with a friend of mine, and me and him, we didn't come to agree with each other because I felt like me around a billionaire since I've been a kid, since I've been a child, me around a billionaire, not even since I've been a child, but I'm just saying, me, myself, I could never see me having to call Jay or any other person for something I needed from Jay. I just don't see it. I would have never even thought about it because I'm looking at it like, you know, does Emery have the same, you know, friendship and relationship with Jay? Does and Bleek? Who do these guys? Do Tata have to, you know what I'm saying? Make calls and shit to do this shit? Like, I ain't in nobody's business, but you can see like the shit don't make sense. But that goes back to kind of what Dame be saying. You got leaders and followers, you got bosses and workers. It's pretty much Bleek put himself in a position, a working position, because there's no way you're gonna consider yourself to have a relationship with this man. It ain't like you using. I'm not into no using nigga, because first of all, if I was around that shit, I know I would never be calling him for anything, because I would have already aligned myself with those same connections, and that's just what it is. I would already have my own lane. So that seemed too far-fetched that I gotta call him like on some shit that be asking for some shit. But that's me. That's only how I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying? That's not how everybody else think, because it's obvious. You know, I had a discussion and that person didn't feel that way. A billionaire can't tell me, yo, bro, you ain't gotta do shit. You know, whatever, you good. It's just not me. A billionaire he can't tell me that. I'm not a using person or abusing situation, but I'm going to use that situation. I'm going to use those words that's going to benefit me, so I don't even have to really use his name. I got my own name. But I don't expect Bleek to be on that level. The way he's presenting himself and what he said, that's the level he wants to be on. Like, he have to make calls to get certain situations. And you've been around the man all your life. But hey, that is what it is. And he wasn't lying about, he said something about, and it's funny because Bleek have never mentioned my name at all in nothing. You understand? I ain't mad. He ain't never mentioned my name in nothing. So when he tell you stories about, oh, I was just a little kid and Jay had this and Jay had the air conditioners, the only one in this and that, he really know where that come from. You know what I'm saying? He knows where that come from. He knows that Jay had an OG, right? That Jay had an OG, a big homie, right? But hey, we ain't gonna stress that. But he wasn't lying when he mentioned about Emery throwing a party, his going away party and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? When he took his time. And that shit brought me back to that same time. That was our trial. While he was throwing parties on his way and take his time and doing that, I was in the fucking jail, in prison, in the law library looking through my case to beat my case. Looking through my shit on top of my game plan. You get what I'm saying? So when Bleek say shit like, yeah, Emery took the weight for that, he took the fall for that, I'm gonna have to correct you on that. You know what I'm saying? Emery did his time for what he done. Right? Emery did his time for what he done. And he got greatly compensated for it, if that's what you want to say. Yo, he took one for the whole team. But my question is, if Emery took that for the home team, what did I do? And we on the same case. It's almost like you guys are saying, like, I didn't get a bag because I didn't go to prison. You understand? I didn't get a bag because I didn't go to prison. That shit is like bugged out. And then only to come home and get accused of some snitching shit, whatever. And that's where we at now. It's so good now that things are coming out now. And I'm starting to see these haters go, like, I'm looking through my comments. There's not a lot of much haters going on no much more. I need, like Whack 100 say now, I'm gonna need you guys to find some hate shit. I need to find some more haters to attract to my page, some more hating ass niggas. I need hating chicks. If you could call some people that you know that specialize in hating, I don't want to lose my haters. Don't want to lose my haters. I need y'all to stick around to make this shit happen. My regular supporters and my fans and my people that fuck with me, I love y'all too. I need y'all too, but I need you haters. Like Whack 100 said, shout out Whack 100, man. He said, listen, man, I'm gonna need y'all to put y'all foot all the way down to the floor on this, man. Call all the haters, man. Tell them that, yo, you know what? This nigga still talking about that same shit. I need y'all to keep doing that because y'all make my numbers go down when y'all not hating like that. So I need y'all. So this was just the factual shit that I had to see with that, with these guys. And there's no situation. I ain't down and beat, but that's what position he want to hold. That's what it is. Shit. That's who. You know what I mean? I just go. It's a funny fact that this dude don't mention me at all. Like at all. And I'm like at all. And it's just odd. And he's family. You know, when I say he's family, it's like he's family. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. And that's maybe one of the sensitive things that these niggas talk about that Jay don't like. You don't want to give this nigga his flowers.
We're eager to hear your thoughts on this. Don't forget to like and subscribe.